Okay guys, 2006 Pontiac Grand Prix. The issue here was customer complained of starvation of, I guess, acceleration from the motor. Off back, I knew it was the radiator and water pump. Took the radiator cap off. I got this crazy sludge stuff. I've dug most of it out. So what I did was, first I replaced the radiator. I have a separate video on that. You guys can just click on the channel and go look at that. So I replaced the radiator, and so what I'm gonna do, I have to flush this out, right? So I've taken the thermostat out to clear the way, and then the next thing I have to do is actually take the water pump out. So when I take the water pump out, then all I have to do is squirt compressed air and water through here. If you don't have that at home, I would advise not doing this job by yourself. This isn't something you can just, take everything apart, squirt some water through it with like a water bottle, like dump some water in there and that'll be it. You need to have like some type of compressed pressure washer or something like that, and squirt the water straight through here to do the best you can to get that shit out. All it is dextrose is terrible stuff. Once it hits, I think, water and air, it just goes to shit, turns to sludge, and clogs up everything. It's very common. So if you ever have this problem, get it professionally done unless you have the tools to do it. Save yourself some time, energy. Just go buy a pressure washer. Trust me, you'll want to do that. So I'm going to remove the water pump, and then I'm gonna just pressure wash straight through here and do the best I can to clean this shit out, flush it out, and I might even put some different coolant in here. So I'll show you guys that process in just a second. All right guys, so the first thing you want to do here is to remove the battery, get some space. You want to get some space. It's not a lot of space over here. So I'm gonna remove the fuse box. I'm gonna remove the reservoir tank and the battery. I want to get as much space as possible. In this case, you do not want to remove the tension from the belt because it will help you out. So you don't have to use like a puller or do any extra bullshit. So let's make that happen. 13, 10, what the fuck is this? Okay. What size is this shit? Is this a 13? So in our case, the battery terminal size is a size 13. I'm not sure if these are stock or, aftermarket. So I would say they'd be anywhere from a 10 to a 13. So just loosen it up, wiggle, pull it up. Same thing for this bad boy. Up, pull up. That's that right there. Do with those as you will. This battery is a little hard to get out, so I usually just turn it like that and pull it out. Okay, battery's removed. Next thing is this right here. These are size 13s. These are amps. I'm not sure if every car has these or not, but I've seen just about every car like this have this. But clearly this is garbage, so whatever, These are very hollow. I don't advise using a drill on them. I really don't want to use a drill on anything that has to do with this job. So just a size 13. Loosen them up. They come up pretty damn easy, so no need for WD-40 or anything like that. These are size 10s right here. Yeah, I mean, they're already pretty loose, so whatever. Make sure you keep your bolts somewhere where you'll remember where the hell they are, because losing them ain't fun. All right, so that's that. As of this thing right here, a lot of people have a hard time just undoing it, so they usually just move it out the way. That's probably what I'm gonna just do here is move this out of the way as much as possible. It's a little clip down here if you can manage to snip it out of the way. So flathead screwdriver comes into play, or a screwdriver, whatever. It's just a little clip. You'll see it. You probably can't see it here, but trust me, it's not even really that important to show, because I can't pick it up in the first damn place. So, okay, there we go. So yeah, then we can take this, move this out of the way, disconnect this little hose or whatever. There we go. Disconnect that. Then we can kind of get some space here, moving this shit out of the way. There's no disconnecting that. So yeah, just lay that down where the battery is. Hey guys. And you'll see the water pump literally right here. So now I'm gonna take you guys off the stand. This is the water pump. Focus. There we go. That's the water pump right there. That's the tensioner. So these, I believe, are they look a little smaller than 13. So I'm gonna go with 10. Let's try it out. So they look like 10. No, they're smaller than 10. So I believe an 8mm bolts. And you want to loosen these up first, because most likely the tension from the actual belt will pull the pulley off. So let's get her done. Yep, exactly. Size 8, 4 bolts. Just loosen them up as best as possible, or loosen them up, I don't know, as best as possible. As you can see, it looks like the belt's actually turning with it. So yeah, just kind of yank at it, it'll come loose. At least it turns. I couldn't get it to turn when I started the engine. It had froze up on me, so that automatically indicated that I needed to get a new water pump for this job. I thought maybe I could just flush it out, put the water pump back on, but when I started the engine, the belt literally just turned on it and started burning rubber. So off back, I don't care if it's turning now, I'm gonna change it. So that's 3. You'll even start to notice that the pulley is starting to loosen itself up. So the tension from the belt is actually kind of just pushing the damn pulley off anyway. So after I get this last bolt off, I'm going to, God, it smells like burnt rubber in here. I'm going to release the tensioner, and yeah, this thing's coming off. I hope it doesn't fucking fly off. Okay. Well, the pulley came off anyway, so it looks like I may not have to. Well, this is the pulley. That's what it looks like. 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Little 8mm bolt heads. Make sure you keep that. Yeah, that thing's trashed. So, in terms of the belt diagram, a lot of people say, oh, take pictures, do this, do that, or it should be like right here somewhere. I don't do that. I usually just use something called Google, you know. Everybody has it. Everybody has access to it. So Google, it's called Google Pontiac diagram. All right. I'm glad I helped you guys out. Yeah. So no pictures necessary here. It's looking like I still have to release. Still pretty tight. Oh no, okay. So I'm gonna change this belt as well. It went through hell. Come here. It's all burnt up. If you ever see any damages to the belt, if you ever see anything on the belt, change it. It's not safe. That thing can pop on you on the highway, can do anything, freeze your engine up. That's just a bad day nobody wants. So change that serpentine belt if you get, well, not if you get the chance. If you ever do a job like this where you have to take the belt off, change it. It's like 12 bucks, dude. Just change it. The water pump's like 32 bucks. I spent 32 bucks on it. It can be anywhere from 30 to 50 bucks, depending on what brand you get. So anyway, I'm gonna take you guys off again. And then I'm gonna show you what this water pump looks like. That's the water pump right there. So we got a bolt here, 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 and then this behind the power steering pulley. So I don't know if you can see this. Can you see? But there's a bolt right here behind this pulley, which they have given you holes to access that bolt. You'll have to remove that bolt to get to this bolt right here, unless you got some type of weird screw or anything. But you won't even be able to pull the actual screw out itself, so it's best to just remove that power steering pump anyway. So as to what size that is, I'm not entirely sure yet. I'll figure that out. Give me 1 second. So it's a size 13. Just go ahead and get in there and remove that. Size 13. I'll actually just show you guys in there because I'm sure you can't see anyway. So size 13. That's what I mean. It goes right through there, touches that bolt right there. Just get it in there. Sorry, I'm trying to do this from the actual view of the phone. I don't have anybody helping me, so that's all I got. Might need a magnet to get the bolt out. It feels like it's out, it just won't come out. Oh wait, there we go. Keep up with that. I believe there's another one, I just don't really remember where. Let's see. I thought there was another bolt. Definitely is. I just gotta try to, okay, so there's a bottom one right there. Okay, so like I said, make sure you remove that reservoir. Trust me, it just makes life a whole lot easier. Shit. Okay. So once it becomes easy enough, I usually just get this damn thing out of here. Oh, you don't want to go, huh, pussy? So, just loosen it up. I hate doing this for so long. My fingers start cramping up and shit. Okay. Almost there. You can see the whole thing starts wiggling. So he doesn't want to be a good boy and just come out for Papa. But you can see the pump just move right out of the way like that. So then that gives us access to that bolt right there, which looks like a, what is that, a 13 maybe? Oh shit, wrong side, dumbass. Yep, 13, 13, and then the rest are 8s. The top 3, 8 or 10. Well, let's find out. So I don't tell you guys the wrong shit. So 10s. Okay, so 2 13s, bam, bam, and then the rest of these guys are 10s. So it's 1, 2, 3 10s, 1, 2. I don't know if you can see that. 3 13s. All right. Guys, I'm literally just using just a set of tools. Like, you can do this job at home instead of going to a shop and spending hundreds of dollars. It's dumb to waste the money because you can do this at home. Literally, I've used 3, maybe 4 tools so far. So don't be that guy that goes to a shop and spends $300 or $400 on some shit like this. Okay, come on. Okay, so not too hard, but I did need to brace myself a little bit. About that, but I need to make a correction to something I said. There are 4 3/8 millimeter bolts. All right, 3/8. Size 13. There are 4. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the location of them. So it would sit like this in there. So 1 13 13. Right, 1 2. That's the 3/8. 3/8, 3/8, and then down there that I didn't know, 3/8, right? So these are the other 2 13 and the other 2 13s. So that's that. I want to show you guys what this looks like. This is disgusting, but this is dextrose, right? This is the bullshit that GM said, yeah, let's go ahead and fuck up everybody's car so they keep having to buy some new ones, right? So this is just all bad. It's probably even worse in there. I'm gonna try my best to blast air through here and just have it squirt all through there. So unfortunately, I ran out of storage before I could, show you guys the process of squirting the compressed air and water. So just to show you guys that I got it nice and cleaned out to the best of my ability. I'll even clean out around it. I haven't done that yet. But to show you guys, I have a funnel right here with in the radiator, and then I'll be pouring some distilled distilled water in there to show you guys how clean it's coming out. Yeah, coming out pretty clean, which is great for me. So I'm just gonna keep flushing this stuff through. It's pretty much warm distilled water. All right, guys, so another very important step is to clean the surface of where the water pump's supposed to be. As you can see here, the gasket is very broken down, destroyed, eaten up. It's pretty much deteriorating, so a lot of it's not left on here, so that means it's on there. So the next step would be, you could either take a wire brush, sandpaper, or they have actual like scrapers. I prefer not to use that stuff. So what you think it is? I prefer not to use that stuff. I usually prefer to just use some 80 grit sandpaper, clean that up. And 80 grit seems a bit rough, although it is rough. I just prefer it because it gets the job done. It gets the job done really quick. As for keeping the gasket on there, today I'm gonna use some high temp red RTV gasket maker. They do make stuff specifically for water pumps. It's a water resistant gasket maker. I didn't feel like going out to buy it. This does the exact same job as high temp, whatever, it'll get the job done. But you know, for the surface scratches and things like that, it'll at least seep into there, hold the gasket in place, and just overall, you know, get the job done. So I'll show you how to beat it on there and make sure it's all good. So okay, so gasket maker, I'll just beat that right there, rub that in all over. All right, so everybody does this differently. I've seen it done differently by so many people. So if you do it differently and don't like the way I'm doing it, well, go ahead, comment down below and tell me how you do it. And well, if I think that's a better way, then hey, I'll do that. But I'm not a big fan of leaks. I hate them. I like these things to actually fucking last. I hate when gaskets just give out on you like pieces of shit they are. So I prefer to lay my gaskets on nice and thick and just not have to deal with that again. So once I lay that on there, I make sure all the holes are lined. I just go ahead with a nice other layer, hold it down. So the probability of this thing actually lasting any bit of time, especially being a GM part and with the condition it was already in, I don't suspect this pump will last much more than what, maybe 3 to 6 months, especially the condition the car is in. It's not very well taken care of, but you know, just want to get them back on the road because they won't stop messaging me. So whatever, you know. So seal it up, make sure its coverage is nice and even to the best of one's ability. Don't worry about getting it on there. No one really gives a shit. And that's that. And so now the process is just reversed. You put it in there, you put the bolt at the, I prefer putting the bolt at the bottom to hold everything in place. Set your switch from safe to semi.
You never know. You don't have to be a welder to have these around. So literally just do the best you can and get a lot of that shit off. As you can see, there was a lot. So that's what I have to do right now. Put that bad boy in, tighten them up. Thank you. This one's more or less just sludge, so I'm just going to take a rag, clean that up. Yeah, that was just slow, so whatever. Alright, so that's that for. And start doing these guys. This one just looks really bad. Okay, that's just sludgy.
Here it goes.